Hello everyone, this side is Sharad, and in today's video we will talk about Rocky Linux. Recently there is a news announced that the CentOS 8 is, their end of support. Their end of support is on 31st December 2021, and actually it is not a good news for the people, or you can say the companies. Those are running their applications on CentOS 8 right now, and definitely their production environment uh, will be affected uh, because there are a lot of the future plannings and a lot of things we have to plan according to our environment, the production environments. And because of that, that was sudden news. It was not actually supposed to end of support, so that was a sudden change of plan, you can say, from the Reddit side. So they decided to to end this support, the CentOS Cent supports on this December 2021. So anyway, so definitely we are also looking forward for some of the alternates. We started already. We have some of the operating system, the production ready operating system. So one of the name is Rocky Linux, and there are very few things that you definitely will like it in the Rocky Linux. So let's have a brief introduction about Rocky Linux. So in Rocky Linux, it is a community enterprise operating system similar to the CentOS. Uh, the founder of Rocky Linux is Mr. Gregory Kurtzer, who also founded the CentOS. And the name uh, was given to this Linux, means now it is known as Rocky Linux. It is actually a tribute to one of the CentOS co-founder, late Rocky McGaugh. And so if we see that, the founders, Mr. Gregory Kurtzer, who is leading this project, Rocky Linux project, so definitely there is a reason behind that, because the CentOS, their goals are changed, and the right now the team, the Rocky Linux, they have the goal on the basis of which the CentOS was established, or you can say was founded. And the Rocky Linux is actually a downstream operating system, you can say, and it actually uh, take the upstream from the Red Hat Enterprise Linux. Okay, so for the Rocky Linux, the upstream is the RHEL, Red Hat Enterprise Linux. If you see that, Fedora and CentOS stream right now, so they are the upstream operating system. So any kind of bugs or any preview all will go to the Fedora, then it moves to CentOS stream. Then after that, the Red Hat Enterprise Linux, all those bugs will be fixed, and issues, preview, updates, everything. After they found some stability, then they decide to release this in the Red Hat Enterprise Linux, and that is actually the main operating system then. So if any kind of bug fixes, features are added in Red Hat Linux, so similarly actually the Rocky Linux, which is actually a downstream operating system, it will wait for the Red Hat Linux to do all the bug fixes, updates, or any kind of feature updation or anything. So they exactly do the same thing in their Linux OS, the downstream operating system. Uh, so they exactly do all those fixes here and updates and feature exactly. So they just wait for the Red Hat Linux to implement those, and similarly all those updates will also go to the Rocky Linux. So that's the reason it is called as a downstream operating system. All right. So this is the website of Rocky Linux. Uh, Here's the URL rockylinux.org. From this website, you can download the Rocky Linux. So let's have a quick look on this website as well. There are very informative things are written. So the first is, what is the Rocky Linux project? So Rocky Linux is a community enterprise operating system designed to be 100% bug compatible with America's top enterprise Linux distribution now that its downstream partner has shifted direction. So here is a clear reference. The America's top enterprise Linux is Red Hat Enterprise Linux, and its downstream partner has shifted direction. So here again the reference is CentOS. And there are other stuff written like, what do you mean its downstream partner has shifted direction? So very clearly written here. The CentOS project recently announced a shift in strategy for CentOS, whereas previously CentOS existed as downstream build of its upstream vendor, right? So earlier this CentOS was also following the same goal. They working as a downstream build, the CentOS operating system. So there's a very important thing is also written here. Additionally, support for CentOS Linux 8 has been cut short from December 31, 2029 to December 31, 2021. That is very important thing. Okay, so another important thing is who is backing up this project. You can see there are big names, there are big companies here, and I'm really interested to see the three names here. Those are the public cloud: AWS, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud. And nowadays, many people are using public clouds for their infrastructure and for their applications to run. So definitely, they also expect that this Rocky Linux should be in their public cloud. So as as per my last practical experience, I found the AWS images available for Rocky Linux now. There are other partners also. You can see by clicking, some sponsors are also there. You can, when you click here, you can find some name. These like 45 Drive, CIQ, AWS, and others. So some are principal sponsors. So definitely uh, financially they are strong. On the business side also, they're a very good strong support from the sponsors and the partners. So that is one of the most important thing. I think we can believe that this project is really have a long run, and it is easy to run our applications or servers on Rocky Linux operating system. And as I said, it is a production ready operating system. And this is the at the time when I'm recording this video, and they have already announced the stable version. So if you want to download, you can click here on this download button. It is self-explanatory to click here, right? And you can see there's a two architecture, CPU architecture, x86 64 and ARM 64. The very this is the one I'm very always interested to install the minimal operating system. I don't want to download the entire DVD ISO. It is in gigs actually, and minimal is very less. So here it is provided. If you go back and check the CentOS website, you will not see this minimal ISO here. You will get the DVD directly. You have to download DVD ISO. So that is a good thing. Here's another one is written planned end of life is on 2029. So today it is August 17, 2021. Now after 8 years, I can still easily run this Rocky Linux. So this is very important thing. I thought to show this. And so before you consider anything to run your application on your production environment, you can go for Rocky Linux. Yes, you should just wait and don't be so eagerly go and immediately start migrating it. Take some time, and wait and watch. So that's all about the Rocky Linux. I hope you like this video. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Keep learning and keep teaching others as well. Have a nice day. Thank you.